Man, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Game Like Will, man, back with another video. And in this video, man, I'm gonna just be chopping it up on two different topics. I could break the topics down for two videos, but not seriously, I could, but I don't know. I'm gonna just start with one and then I'm gonna probably lead into another one. So peep this, man. Basically, I'm gonna talk about being used in the dating game. I'm gonna talk about finances and being used because this whole tricking ideology or truth or lie or misconstrued thing going on, it's very funny because I honestly feel like you got people who value money and people who don't. Now, I was just telling somebody yesterday, I grew up, I didn't value money at all, didn't give a fuck about it. My mom paid the bills, kept everything together. I had video games, had certain shit. So I mean, and then not to mention when I got a little older, I love to play basketball. I just go outside, play basketball. Life was simple. You know what I'm saying, for me and shit like that. Not too many struggles early on. Of course, I come from somewhat of a struggle, but not. It wasn't so harsh now. So it made me not really like have like this urge to get money or this need to get money. But I still understood, like, yeah, like I want to be able to buy, chips and candy and shit like that, Chinese food, pizza, and I still think that same way. But I'm vegetarian now, so I really don't necessarily think that way, and that's why I'm making this video because the idea of tricking is so crazy because it's like, I mean, we're in nature, and I ain't say we're in nature, we're WHERE in nature. Is a man not gonna provide for herself? That's number one. Provide for herself, right? So let's just scratch women off the surface with this shit, right? Just providing for yourself, right? Now I think it get real tricky when women who either A told you no, I'm not into you, or B they were kind of trying to fuck with you, but they kind of like fell off, or they kind of like went MIA with you, or they kind of like, and it's again, I wanted to bring this idea to the camera because I don't heard people even in family talk about like using me and stuff like that. And the one thing they always run to say like why they feel like fucked up about it is that like they don't feel like um they say they usually say like I don't mind giving things to people. I don't care about giving money to people and stuff like that. But then they always come to this same sentence of saying like it's not it's not the fact I gave them something, it's how people treat you after you give them something. Like if they give you a car for your birthday, you may not call them no more after that or some shit like that. Um and I think this is one of them things where some people fuck it up for other people. So if someone was using a chick badly in her life and then you ask her like, hey, you should buy some food when we link up type shit, she may look at you like, oh, this may be another guy trying to use me type shit. And all you're doing is asking what you really doing, all you're doing is trying to set up a link up for the two of y'all. But she may be trying to correct the thing by saying like, wait, you're the guy, you should be paying. So it's like I think there's a whole ideology out here nowadays of pimping and oh I should be having women doing things for me. I think the idea of having women doing things for you is it's like a little weird because it's like, okay, how much do you want them to do for you? I think that's what the question really boils down to. And that's life in general, right? It ain't even got to do, but see, due to the pimp um everyone loves pimps and everybody want to be pimps since like the 90s or the probably earlier than that. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, from neighborhood to neighborhood, city to city, everybody want to be what they see other people being, which is a flaw as a person. But as kids growing up in America, you see things that shine, you want to be it. That's how life typically, that's how life, I ain't gonna say life, but that's how like people are trained to copy each other in a way. I think for various reasons we could talk about in another video, but the whole tricking analogy, right? I mean, here's the thing, and I can speak from a man's point of view, right? We don't like to feel. I don't think nobody likes to feel used, and I'm gonna give you the kryptonite, right? Why people keep falling into this. Nobody likes to feel used. I remember being in middle school, and I forgot how I got like mad. I think it was even just $1 bills, or like I forgot where I got it from, but I had mad $1 bills one day, and this was a lesson very early on, like you feel me, like middle school, and it was this Spanish chick, green eyes, sexy, best looking chick in my neighborhood, blah blah blah. Everybody know, and I had end up I don't even think I want to tell this story because it's kind of petty. I'm way older now, but it's just like I remember her just kind of like giving me all this attention, like on the bus type shit, like. And you know, we're green, we're young, we're foolish, right? So you're not even really linking that, even though you're not stupid. You're like, I know I got money, and I know that's what people are kind of like acting all antsy about, but you're not linking that to that because you're like, I fuck with them every day. They fuck with me. We cool. So even if they do want the money, you're still thinking in your head like they're kind of just like you think that they think you cool for you having the money. I guess that's what it is. But then it's like, as soon as you give, because I remember like she was begging me for it, like you feel me, and I was like, nah, I'm not giving you shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I finally gave her some shit, like, and then she just like, literally her energy changed. She literally just walked away, and I felt stupid. You feel me? Because again, it's not, it's not. I don't give a fuck about giving you the money, but it's kind of like um it make the person feel worthless, I guess. And I think that's like it's something that goes on community to community, neighborhood to neighborhood, even from parents to kids. You know what I'm saying? Typically, when you're the person using somebody, quote unquote, using, because I never really feel like I'm using nobody, but when you're the person with your hands extended and accepting the gifts, so to speak, because money and everything could be a curse for real. But when you're the person asking or receiving versus giving, typically, you're not trying to use nobody. You're kind of just looking at it from like, okay, this person. I know for me, family wise at least, it'd be like, okay, shit, I would give my grandson a car for no reason. That's how I think, and or if I got food in my fridge, my son could come in the house and grab chips, soda. It wouldn't move me left or right. But other people, they really be trying to like attach value, or they attach themselves to items. I feel like, and I think that that's where the disconnect will always be with me. But for everybody else, like, yeah, if a female making our relationship, like, it should never be about money. It should never be about money. Like, it should never be that. Like, that's weird as fuck to me. Like, now I know it's a survivalist thing where, you know, if you're if you're leading with your wallet, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're leading with your wallet, then yeah, that's kind of like the energy you're drawing, I guess. But, you know, some people just got more than others. So if you see somebody with something you don't got, yeah, a person still could get greedy or hungry and want to take that. But at the same time, it's like, mm, it's really a conundrum because it's like, again, women base their whole survival off of the thing, and then it's like they might not fuck with you the same way if you struggling. But it's like, how don't they know that a man is gonna fuck with you 10 times more if you fuck with them no matter which way? Like, cause like Ti and Tiny type shit, like she fucked with him before the money. She wasn't like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna ditch you and go do some other shit. and then when you got the money, I'm just gonna kind of like get back on board type shit. It's like, but I don't want to be that corny guy who make everything about money either. Like, but you just can't be stupid with this shit. You can't be the guy I was in middle school with that pocket full of money, and then you see a chick begging you. You're like, bitch, you wasn't even acting like this every day. So what you doing this for now? You know what I'm saying? But people will really play you close and get under the radar. And that was just a little metaphor to talk about like nowadays, right? We grown now, everybody older, and everybody's always talking about tricking, and everybody always talking about money as it pertains to women, more women wanting to be around you. Now, I give women the pass when you see a nigga get a haircut, an edge up, and you naturally think he look better because what are we doing to them all day? We're looking directly at their hips, we're looking at their clothes too. We're looking at their how they look in the clothes. Now, if a chick always bummy, you being a horn dog, you might still go want to smash her, but you still going to devalue her after you get what you want, right? You still going to be like, man, you ain't shit. Like, I don't see many guys talk to women like that after they got what they want because the girl wasn't upkept. If the girl was upkept, she would have still held the power, even if she gave away the, you know what I'm saying? She still would have been like, oh, well, I didn't even really want you either. I just was entertaining you. But so it's a dog eat dog world for real. And then when you bring it into relationships and dating, it get even uglier if you ask me. Because family will spend on you and they'll tell you, I feel like you're using me, and then y'all will fall out or shit, but then it'll still be like, well, that's still my cousin, but fuck him right now or some shit like that. But when it comes to the girlfriend boyfriend dynamic, I don't even want to play like that. You feel me? Because it's like, bro, I'm a Leo, bro. I got too much pride for a chick to be smiling in my face trying to make me feel like a trick. I don't even want to. Hey, I don't even want you to just, just die to that belief. Don't even think that about me because I don't even want to. I'm not a fake person, so I don't really like hanging around fake shit. So it's just that's my energy with that. You feel me? You better off just, hey, adios. You feel me? If you wasn't fucking with me, then just don't fuck with me because here's the thing. I only want to fuck with people who fuck with me. So it's like that's kind of where I stand with it. But obviously, it's gonna be some people come under the radar or just little hiccups here and there. If you're really a social person, you're gonna have some people who find their way around because they know this person and you are cool with that person. So then that person starts trying to ask you, where'd you get this from, or where do you go to do this? And it's like you just got to be kind of charitable but still separate yourself. And the earlier you separate yourself from people who you could read that are trying to be more advantageous about y'all friendship or friendship, I think that's the best because you're training them that I really don't fuck with you. Even if you fuck with me, I really don't fuck with you. So it's like that's the smartest move to do on the chessboard. And so yeah, I just feel like people be having real deal trauma over getting used. And they be in these crazy ass, toxic ass relationships for years. And then they come and then they try to fuck with somebody who either ain't toxic or is healing themselves from something. And then you bring in that same energy. And it's just like people gotta be more real about what they like and don't like. I think that'll solve a lot of things because, like I said the other day, now, there ain't nothing wrong with smashing fat chicks. You feel me? I ain't against that shit. But what I'm saying is that if it's a chick that you really, really, really like, if it's a chick, if you sit down, like every man should have a day where they sit down and just really look over their roster and really ask themselves, like, do I really see myself waking up to her every day? Like on some real shit. Like, cause then you can make cuts. You know what I'm saying? You should make cuts like probably every month if you really get women. You may make cuts every month. Like, because if you can't see yourself waking up to her because you really don't, she's really just not your type, and it has nothing to do with fat or skinny. Again, because it's some beautiful big chicks. You feel me? That could get on the roster. You feel me? But the problem is that that's not the problem. The problem with guys is they're just they just take what they could get, and then they end up in a situation that they didn't want to be in, and that's the problem right there. So you gotta kind of understand speed. You don't want to move too fast, but you don't want to move too slow. You just want to just meet people and have good dialogue and see who literally, like, it's simple. See who vibrate with you the most, and do, like I said, probably bi-weekly or monthly. You make cuts. Like, nah, that ain't working. Nah, she be bitching too much, and she not even all that. Well, why you bitching if you're not all that? Uh, she is all that, but she be bitching. So now you gotta drop down something. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? I might even cut you off eventually. You keep bitching. But what you're looking for is the angel of your life, right? I just made that up. But that's what you're kind of looking for, basically. And if you're not looking for that, then I kind of feel like you're wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna go through what we call cycles or circles. And you're gonna keep wondering, why do you feel used? Why do you feel like this? Because don't put too much importance on people trying to use you, because these people, that's a symbol. If someone's trying to use you, then I really do feel like something's wrong, something's empty, because, or even if they assume you're trying to use them too quick, like I said, it's a balance, like, because even though it's a dog eat dog world, there is a way to win. It's just about being yourself first, and also just finding balance. Like, you find balance, you're gonna find yourself anyway if you find balance. But you just gotta understand, like, hey, I'm not valuing money as much as her. So even if I tell her to go get me something or pay for this first, she shouldn't take it serious. But if she do try to flip it on you, like, why don't you pay first? Da 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 da. Hey, listen, I'll pay first, but like, at the end of the day, like, I asked you first. Like, you feel me? What's up with that? You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, that's my take on it, man. It ain't nothing too deep, man. Subscribe if you want more information on these topics. But I just feel like I be feeling weird, like, sometimes about certain things, but I be trying not to be too weird about it. Like, meaning, like, weird people could bring weird shit out of you. So, like, what I mean by that is, if somebody's bringing their bullshit to you and you feel like it's some bullshit, you might not want to react off of emotion, because what you're doing is, first of all, indirectly, you're validating their bullshit because they knew you were going to act like that. Second of all, so they're basically like, yeah, you must be trying to use me because look, you're mad. They're not going to say, oh, he's mad, so I must be wrong about him trying to use me. They're going to say, no, because he's mad, just like the other person that I just cut off that was trying to use me, they're going to put it together like that. But if you're actually, you should, fellas, you should take it as a joke. Like, you should take it as a joke or some type of banter. And that's why I say it's traumatizing to, even for, if you're in your family, everyone's always bitching and crabbing a bucket about money, 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 money problems, money this, money that. They setting you up, because when you get into a relationship, when the topic of money come up, you're gonna have a ill feel about it, pertaining to either you being used or someone feeling like you're trying to use them. Either or is gonna make you have this sick feeling inside, like, damn, like, and then it's like, you should make fun or light of it, to be honest, because let them take money like it's like they could take it to the grave with them, but you don't take it that way. You just take it as a joke, because it is a joke. Money is a joke. I mean, it comes, it goes. People die over it, kill over it. But in reality, most people start feeling bad after they even do that shit, because they're like, man, like, it's not worth the trip I'm about to take to the prison. You feel me? So it's like, either way it goes, it's like people need to be balanced in nature, because a lot of people, they value money so much that they make a lot of dumb decisions, and they don't really think about, like, energy is the first currency. If you could get a relationship with somebody who gives you their energy, like, not like on some vampire shit, but just on some, like, reciprocate good energy with you, then that's worth more than money. That's worth way more than money. But somebody will probably argue that or some shit or debate that, but that's y'all life, man. That ain't my life, so I don't gotta debate it. But I'm just saying, man, I'm not saying money don't deserve a percentage or a piece of your reality. I'm just saying don't make it the forefront, because when you start getting used, you're gonna wonder why. Because you're making your whole life about money. When money is just a percentage or a portion of the pie, right? So I would even say that if someone takes your money and then they just walk away and don't call you no more, or they do some funny shit, they ain't, it's a respect issue. It's not a money issue. It's a respect issue, right? It's a respect issue. And sometimes people be feeling like, man, they be feeling weird. Like, man, I just needed this person. I'm not vulnerable right now. You know what I'm saying? This person just helped me. I hope they don't think they're going to have access to my life. You hear a lot of women saying that. Like, I heard a woman the other day say, like, um, I could have guys. It was Bobby Adoltov or whatever. DDG was talking to her. He was like, you could probably have a lot of guys pay for your trips and stuff. And she was like, but I don't want to give nothing in return. How do I do that? How do I get it without giving anything in return? Right? So people are quick to look out for themselves, but they don't want to do that. And I understand why they wouldn't want to do that too. I understand that. Like, just because a nigga got some money, that don't mean he deserved the whole thing. But it's not what you take, it's how you treat the person after. You don't gotta give him no ass for you to be like, you know what? Hey, thank you. You don't even gotta say like I enjoyed you or anything. Nothing fake. You just make it real. Like, make some shit up, but make it real. Like, hey, like, I appreciate when you buy me shit. Like, even if you're just keeping it about money, like, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? They can't never knock you because you just being real. He can't be mad that he keeps spending his money on you, but you keeping it real. You keeping it pertaining to the money and keeping it like, so if he do decide to draw his money back, that's on him. But you know what I'm saying? That's like when a guy using a girl for sex, but he keep it all about sex. You come over, we making it all about sex every time. Those the chicks who don't give you no problem. They just leave your life. They just leave when it's time to leave. You don't even be knowing where they went because it was only about that. It was kept completely business. You know what I'm saying? So I think that when it comes to family, it's a little bit different, but you still want to use that analogy as far as like, listen, I'm just calling you for this. I ain't trying to, like, you feel me, do all that crazy ass shit. I'm not trying to use you, and in fact, I'll pay you back or some shit. But everything is transactional, transitional. So it's like you gotta understand, man. Like, a lot of these women, it'll get you in your feelings though if you a cocky nigga like me, because you're gonna be like, man, I ain't used to getting used. You feel me? I ain't used to it. So it's like you still got it. But if that's, every man ain't just gonna be Mr. Like we say, Chad or Tyrone completely. Like, it ain't gonna be like just that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think even like the biggest rappers, they get used like a motherfucker. Like, you just gotta just understand, money is powerful and it's evil. Like, it's the root of all evil to a certain degree. I'm not gonna say completely, but it is the reason for a lot of misbehaviors, right? So it's like, you know what I'm saying, just, man, just look out for yourself first. Make sure you make sure your stuff is paid, your bills, your life is together, and your shit straight, and then, you know what I'm saying, look out for your family. Just keep it prioritized. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be people try to use you, and that's okay, bro. That's okay. I ain't even gonna lie. That's okay, bro. That's okay, bro. It ain't tricking, because it's tricking if you. It depends how you do it, man. It depends how you do it, man. I'm about to end the video on that note. But the second thing I want to talk about before I go was a little bit of transportation talk, right? Transportation. I just came to this idea that transportation is very important, but the thing about it is, I've been knew that, but you got like the city bus. I always talk about, you got like electric scooters, gas scooters, bikes, electric bikes now. I mean, they're creating those, and Uber, of course. These things I don't suggest, because that's going to dip into your bank account. You might get hooked on it and then start doing that shit too much. So that's some shit you do when you really established in the financial game, I would say. But I wrote down something right here. It's not about the item. I'm talking about like the scooter or the bike or whatever. It's rather your willingness and ability to fix the item if it breaks. And I'm talking about like the tires. So me personally, I got a electric scooter, and it ended up tire breaking. And it ain't like I can't fix it because definitely know some mechanics and stuff. Don't really. I think I got one of their numbers and shit like that, but I didn't call. You know what I'm saying? But I guess that's because I was sitting back doing my due diligence on what am I going to do. But again, when you establish that, because we could fix our own shit too, but sometimes you might want to kick it with a mechanic for like a day or not even a whole day, but just you might want to chop it up with him like, yo, what's wrong with this? You know, oh, it's the inner tube, it's this, is that, and just pick his brain a little bit and like, cause it's an easy fix on a scooter, right? But it's like, you want to do the math, like how much do it cost if this happened again? Will I be able to pay for it or not? That's why I tell y'all to get a side hustle because I would much rather drive my scooter than my skateboard, and I would much rather drive my scooter than a bike because I had all three, and the scooter is the only proficient one there. You could go around your whole town and not feel like you're dropping any sweat at all. That bike, if you get to any type of hill or anything, you feel like shit. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm about reducing stress, not adding it on. But you know, if you got all three, if you got a bike and that, it's good because then you can just hop on your bike when one breaks. So really, most of y'all should be focusing on three sets of things. But not y'all. A lot of y'all ain't gonna fuck with no scooter, but bike. You know, you go on Facebook Marketplace, probably find something for $50 to 100 to 80 or some shit. And then scooter, same price, like 150, probably a little more, 100 to 150. Or really for the electric shit, really like you can find. I found some shit for 50 actually earlier. I'm chopping it up with somebody, so you know, it just depends, man. When your shit break, do you got those repair skills and that mindset? Because months shouldn't go by before you fix your transportation. Because as a man, I had to really put that together. I'm like, wait, hold on. Like, you just kind of sitting around letting that kind of like just sit there. Like, your scooter's fucked over. You just kind of letting it just sit there. It's kind of crazy. But also, my side hustle game wasn't up. So trying to still work on my side hustle game so I can have because if you don't got no money, you're like, man, I don't know what to do right now. You know, I was in a little quandary real quick, but I'm just saying, man, like, mm-hmm. But yeah, man, I hope y'all learned something in this, man. Y'all can comment below what y'all think about that shit. A lot of people be feeling used from family members to this to that, and it's like, man, people want reciprocation too. So if you are always asking and not they don't feel reciprocated, you know, somebody will kind of nip that in the bud with certain shit. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, so I say, man, fuck with women who you really, really, really think like, hey, I'm really trying to take it to a higher. Okay, how you know you really fuck with a chick is will I take it here with her? If and I'm not talking like all the way marriage even either, but it's will I can I see myself like I said, kind of like living with her or like is she my type at least? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like those two things could indicate it right there. Like, because if a chick my type, even whether you like I said, you big boned or skinny, if you my type, when I look at you in the face, you my type, it's kind of like, okay, I could tolerate more from you. So if I could tolerate more from you, then it's not going we're not gonna crash it and burn. It's just gonna crash, but it's not gonna burn. So it's like it's the burn that really breaks the whole shit down. You're like, I can't do this no more because you stressing me out. You feel me? Because I'm not really that attracted to you like that much, and you tripping. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just too much. You feel me? But I think that's what it is too. So you naturally won't use a chick that you you see that way. You know, you naturally won't use her. So if any of y'all women be telling y'all, or you fall out with some women because of this. But like I said, even if they accuse you of using them, just banter. Use it as banter. Like use it as banter. Like say something funny, cocky, funny shit back, or some teaser or some shit. Because if you know in your heart you're not trying to use her, you're not trying to use her. You know what I mean? Ain't no point in letting her even put that on you. You're not trying to use her. You just telling her it's on you this time, or hey, it's on you. She might say something back. She might be banter. It's a form of banter. Even if you see, that's what I try to get y'all to see. It's not people take money too serious, but you shouldn't because that's a trap. Because people with money don't even take it serious. They just trying to test you to see if you really do you value me or is it my money? But it's like they don't even value their money, but they're just gonna do it just out of history. Like I learned from this fucking loser that was using me for 10 years that guys could be this way. So let me see. And when you say some funny shit, cocky funny shit back, or some shit that's just funny, like, but you still making it like, hey, nah, it's on you though. Da 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 da. It's gonna kill her because she gonna be like, damn, like I'm tripping over this fucking little chump change. He not really tripping over it. So you got to make it funny, and that's how you really get over that little accusing of you trying to use, because it's disrespectful for someone to even think you're trying to use them anyway. Like you think I'm some bum ass nigga, but so just don't take that shit serious. Just play it off, because in reality, bro, we all know we headed for success. But someone accusing you of using them is it like to me like a it's like they're tricking you into poverty because they're making you think that you need them for something or you're trying to take or use, and it's like you can't put that on me because I really don't. I'm not. If you were to never hit me up again, I'm gonna be good. Like it doesn't even matter. But you want to make this shit so petty, but it's not even about that. It's about it's about the moments and the good times. That's why I say y'all invite women over, cook for them, or do 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 free shit. Like build your relationship around free shit, free shit. If especially if you're on a budget, make it all about free shit. But like, don't ask her to buy you no steak or no like nothing big. Like, don't do that. And vice versa, you probably wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? But when your bag get up, you probably do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. When the bag is up, you different. You move different. So don't think too hard about that getting used and using shit. But this is my take on it. Video over, game over, you know, game over, man. And that's what I feel about it, man. So this is a key to stop you from feeling like a trick and to stop these women from you letting women trick you into like thinking you want something from them, even if it's pussy. It's like still make that funny too. If all you want is sex, you know what I'm saying? Don't say no, because then when you say no, they still going you giving that energy like you guilty. So what you do is you say something cocky, funny. Listen, I don't even listen. You think you say something like, especially if you just met her, you can hit her with this. Hey, that's what you take me as. Listen, you got me messed up. I don't even know if you like pineapple on your pizza yet. I'm more concerned with your taste buds than that. Or you could reframe it, or you could make it funny and make it like play with the shit, play with that banter, like I said, and flirt and banter because you like if you like pineapples on your pizza, we got bigger fish to fry. We got bigger issues than that. You know what I'm saying? Like say some shit where she's like, damn, he ain't tell me he don't want to fuck me. You found a way to beat the beat the case. But that's how you handle these objections and shit like that, cause people just be trying to block people, and that's what it be too. Like they're like, I don't want to get no guy no more pussy, man. Nah, hey, you just gotta be smart. People will stop you if they can, man. I see this shit all around the matrix all day, all the time. People will stop you, bro. They'll stop you from some shit that in reality they really don't even care about. Or they don't value as much as they gonna want you to think they value it, but they don't really value it. Like I could have gave that girl on the bus that money because I did, and I didn't miss it at all. Didn't miss it. Didn't matter. I was still able to buy candy and do all this other shit. I just when you be broke, you're going to be crabby about whatever you get. That's the law. Because your neurology or your shit still train. You've been trained by lack of success. So now you want to hold on to everything because you think you're never gonna get it again, which is a curse. Self self given. It's your beliefs. It's not abundance, right? Thinking an abundance mindset says, oh, here, hit matter of fact, bus driver, here, take this. But you know what's also a problem? Y'all call women hoes for doing that. Y'all call women hoes for thinking with the abundance mindset. You know what I'm saying? Y'all call guys tricks for thinking with an abundance mindset. That's why women be confused. On one day you feel like you like them, next day you feel like he a trick. But in reality, you really just like them. But the money is what? The great divider. That's what I used to call on my old channel. Money is the great divider. So it'll blur a person's vision. It'll confuse you. You might really like that person or might have some chemistry, but you let what your friends think, you let money and you let your biased point of views, preconceived notions about guys with a lot of money get in the way. Oh, he got a lot of money, girl. You need to stay with him. Your aunts and shit getting in your ear, making you look stupid. They ain't never dated a nigga with that much money, but they telling you what you need to do about it. I don't know, man. I just feel like life is crazy, man. Y'all gotta live your own life and separate from a lot of people. And that's how I feel, man, just to get a little deeper before I end the video. But I just think, you know, it get real crazy out here. And y'all let y'all bros control y'all too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fellas. As far as like I said about fat chicks, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these fat chicks got that good box. And y'all gonna miss it by playing the Xbox with your bros while they ain't getting no box and they telling you this and that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta think for yourself. Think for yourself, man. Think for yourself. Think for yourself. That's how you lead in life. A lot of people ain't get to leave a legacy behind because they don't think for themselves. Had they been thinking for themselves, or their father been there to teach them how to think for themselves, they would have left a legacy behind. But people too quick to jump on a bandwagon. Everything is monkey see, monkey do. So then people just do any fucking thing. It was a point where I wanted to be like the pimps and shit that I seen on YouTube and shit. But I had to realize, bro, like, it's one thing to have a mouthpiece, but it's another thing to be trying to really just make your life measure up and really, cause in order to be like, to be honest, a lot of these shit from really being in the streets for real. But you know what I'm saying? You can't just talk that talk. You gotta really walk that walk. So it's like people be thinking certain shit. It don't be adding up. You gotta live your life, man. You gotta live your life, man. So again, like I said, even with getting used, you won't even mind. Like you a real one. Like you gotta use you. Care about that little petty change, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's all about getting back to the roots, getting back to self-esteem and loving yourself, and these other things just gonna be there naturally. So I'm gonna be